Alright, let's try this again. I recorded a full video of this, but afterwards I could not find it in my files. I don't know what happened to it. So I'm gonna try this again, alright. Alright, so, here's the thing. So I did not have internet yesterday, like all day. So yeah. I couldn't do a whole lot of things, like I couldn't upload a video. I couldn't, so my dad, my dad stopped paying for cable because it cost, like, way too much a month. So we have to watch TV or TV shows on Hulu and Netflix, but you need internet for Hulu and Netflix. So I can't watch television. I can't upload a video. I can't look up stuff on Google. So yeah. I played on our Nintendo Wii for most of the day. And I played Zombies Ate My Neighbors because I wasn't really interested in playing other things. I was like, Mario World. Mario 64. I couldn't play Paper Mario because there wasn't enough room on the Wii to actually load it. So, anyway, I was playing Zombies Ate My Neighbors because I was like, I don't know, eventually I was like, dude, what if the kids from Zombies Ate My Neighbors were in Super Smash Brothers? I say to Ryan, and Ryan's like, oh, that'd actually be pretty cool. And I was like, I know, right? So of course I had to be like, well, of course I'm gonna make a moveset if they were in Smash Brothers. I'm not gonna be like, what if, and that be it. So I made a moveset. I drew Zeke and Julie from Zombies Ate My Neighbors. It was actually harder to draw Julie than it was Zeke, because for him I kind of just straight up drew like Bart Simpson, but with like a rounded bottom of the face. It was kind of hard for, like, her arm, like, that's like the biggest problem here. I also kept forgetting her pose, because instead of using like a reference image on like Google Images, if I had to look at my CRT that had the game pulled up. So I just messed up here because like I didn't want her gun like too close to her face. I don't know, like yeah. So I'm no artist for like Smashified, so there. Zeke and Julie Meet the Neighbors. I can't take credit for Meet the Neighbors. That was once my dad came home, and he got the internet back up. Well, actually, first I told him that I was doing this, and he told me that their names were Zeke and Sally, and then once I looked it up, it was actually Zeke and Julie. So yeah. And then I looked up what if other people have done this, and I want to see what they think about it. I didn't really like theirs, so I did my own, and one of them said like Meet the Neighbors, so yeah, I used that. So let's get into the moveset. All right, so jab, just a simple, like, a punch, one punch, not like a jab combo like Captain Falcon or I don't know, it's not like Pikachu either. It's kind of like a Ganondorf or Roy, the swordsman, not the Koopaling. How they just do like one movement, and you just have to keep pressing that one button. Cause I don't know, I didn't really imagine them being super good with punching, cause the whole game, the only weapons and items you get are like ranged. So yeah. Well, not the items. The items are just... And anyway, weapons are mostly ranged. Only one is like a melee weapon that you can use to touch them to do damage. So a lot of their moveset is going to have ranged attacks. So it's like a simple punch like Ganondorf, but not that strong. So then there's their up tilt, where they have a little gun swipe. They just swipe their gun up in that movement, like a like Diddy Kong or something. Then they have their side tilt, where they just take out a fork and they stab them. They just go stab, 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 stab. So like, cause there's an item and there's a weapon in the game. It's like silverware, like forks and knives, but they're ranged. So I just had to like, well, what if they just stabbed him with a fork through them? So then there's their down tilt, a little simple, little basic swinging kick like that, and just do like that, like Mario or Lucas. Then there's their neutral special, the water gun. Their gun is actually a squirt gun filled with holy water, which I did not know until I looked it up. So the thing about theirs is that it's not like a basic like gun attack like a fox or or wolf or falco. See, you can't like, they're not as fast as foxes or as slow as falcos, or because you can only shoot like one at a time when it comes to wolf. But no, you can do it like rapid fire. It's not like foxes where it doesn't do any knockback at all. It just does damage. And I didn't want it to be at all like falcos, because I think it's just like annoying to fight against that. Because like, hey, what if I want to be Mewtwo or Samus and charge up my ball? But no, he has to do his own ranged attack and interrupt that. So, say his water gun, you can just like shoot him like just a constant stream, but like it's not that fast. So it does like a tiny little bit of knockback. So like say you're doing like a constant stream and you're hitting somebody, but they'd eventually like be too up. The knockback would eventually get them to a height where they can just jump out to escape the stream of water after about like 7 hits from it. So then there's their side B, the fire hydrant. Oh my god. Did I really just take until now to notice that that's not a fire hydrant? That's a fire extinguisher. Wait a minute. Let me just get this here. This is a fire extinguisher, you freaking loser, Wyatt. That's the problem. Me and Ryan were playing the game. We've been playing it recently, and whenever we get the fire extinguisher, we call it a fire hydrant. Imagine if they're actually using a fire hydrant and they just rip it out of the ground and be like, "Oh, take that, zombies!" I'm using a mouse this time. I used my Wacom. Why? Oh my god! I just set it up so I could write down hydrant. Extinct. Mouse sucks. Extinct. All right. Fire extinguisher. So it's like it freezes them, because in the game you'd use it to freeze monsters. So it would be like Ice Climber's down B, the blizzard move, where they just like where they just turn into ice. But here you could probably do it like, I guess, Bowser's Fire or something. But you'd have to like repeatedly press B, because that's how it works in the game. You have to keep pressing Y to keep doing that constant stream of extinguishing. So yeah, side B. Down B, they just like throw a soda bomb. It's a soda can that explodes. Just throw it in and that's not a real scale of how piddly it is. It's much more effective than like 2 meters away. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it can hit more than one person. Obviously, you can. I don't know. It's just a bomb, you know. So you should be able to like aim it like Inklings or something. So like hold down or whatever. But it's not as slow as Inklings, because with the press of a button in the game, it's just zoom across like whatever, and then bang, you done it. Up B, trampoline. They just get a trampoline out of nowhere and then zoom, because there's like no upward movement in the game except for the trampoline. So it's not like Sonic's or Pac-Man's up B, because Sonic's trampoline just kind of falls downwards and can hit someone, and Pac-Man stays there after a while. Be more like Mega Man's up B, where a dog just, it's not a dog, but anyway, where his dog just appears for a quick second and does his due. So over here with the aerials, their forward aerial, the plate throw, again with the ranged attack, they just throw a plate. It does pretty good damage, because it does that in the game. It does nice damage. It's like stronger than Villagers or Isabel's or Mii Gunner. It's stronger than those attacks. There's their neutral A is the cross, where they get the cross out and then the sparkles flow around them. So it would do good damage, more than your usual neutral air. And it would be slower than your normal neutral air, because it would last longer. Say, I don't know, like faster than like Mario's. No, slower than Mario's, because say Mario's like already doing it, but Zeke/Julie isn't done with their neutral air yet, because it's excuse me. So yeah, it's good, because in the game, if a zombie comes over and they like touch you while you got your spark crossies, just burped again, but it was quieter. They would instantly die, so it had to do good damage here, but it also would have to be like slower. So like, that's the drawback of a good attack. So there's their back air. They whip out a knife and they just swoosh around for a little quick second, like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Why do I have the brush still around? I should have select. All right. So yeah, they just have the knife. They just swoosh around like cut, bang, and then they're down there. They take out the weed whacker and then they just bam. They just take it out and they boom, they just bop a person down. It spikes. If you're not sure what you're looking at here, and you think that's a nose, an eye, and a mouth, and being like, oh, no, that's a foot, a head, a foot. Those are the arms, and he's holding the weed whacker. And yeah, it's pretty good out of 10. Aerial. I couldn't really think of anything that would. That had to do with up aerials in the game, so I just gave them a little basic little kick. And also, since they kind of, I don't know, the way they look, they're just like kids, so I thought they'd be good with like little, like, I don't know, physical attacks like up air. I'm not sure if you understood that logic I just gave, but I don't know. Basic kick upwards like Mario or something. Alright, side smash. I originally had the bazooka as a side special, but then the fire extinguisher wouldn't get any representation in the game. So the side, also I thought, like, what if they just use the fire extinguisher as some kind of blunt object and just beat someone with like just smashed it. So I just swapped them, so it'll make more sense. So it's ranged. It's very strong. Because it's a bazooka, and of course, like a bazooka do, you get recoil and you get knocked back some. So that's probably that's the thing for using such a strong side smash. Then there's the up smash. They use the flamethrower. So there's a lot of weapons and items in the game. So it was hard to fit like all of them into this moveset, because a moveset in Smash it seems a little small compared to how many weapons in the game. there are in Zombies Ate My Neighbors, but I fit most of them into here. So there's the flamethrower. They just take out a flamethrower and then boosh, you know, and just flames right above them. There's the it was hard to think of a down smash for him or them or her. Cause I couldn't think of anything. So I eventually just thought about it. I was like, hey, what about the weed whacker? So they took out the weed whacker and do a little like King Dedede and just spin around, you know, just bang bang bang. Oh yeah, here's the grab. It's just a grab. It's not ranged or anything. The forward throw, or they just throw them to the ground like boosh boosh, and then they run over them with the speedy shoes. Because there's an item in the game that you can not equip. You can just use them, and then you're super fast for a short while. So they just throw them on the ground. They run across them, and then they keep running, and then they run back to where they were before. Because I thought if they just hit them there and then they ran forward and then they'd be there, and then that'd be kind of annoying to deal with. Like, oh no, now I'm here. What if I'm doing this like on an edge or something? Well, actually, if you're on an edge and it went forward, it'd probably have to stop at the edge because, you know, that'd be dumb if it didn't. Down throw, they just start using the weed whacker on the fool. They just turn it on and just, you know, yeah. What the heck? Why did I zoom out? I didn't even do such thing with my fingers. Okay, grab slap. I don't know what that move is called. So you know how you can grab someone and like press A to punch them? Yeah. I called it gun bap. They just bap them with their little gun, the bottom of the gun. Back throw, I couldn't really think of anything like super creative, so I just had them. Also, like, since the gun is the primary like weapon in the game, so I wanted them to use it more. So back throw, they throw it backwards and shoot them with some holy water. Throw it upwards and shoot them with some holy water. You know. I think that's about it, except for the final smash and stuff. Alright, so, here's the final smash. Let me just... Alright, final smash. They take out the red potion, and they become a monster, and... this is not really a drawing of a monster, I don't know. They become the big purple monster, and then they can beat up dudes with the little punch, like... That's not sideways smiley faces, that's like a quick little... punch. Punch up duds. Look at how hurt he is. Alright. And there's the taunts. There's the up taunt. There's soda, where they take out one of the sodas, you know, the bomb things up there. Take out the soda, they drink it, and that's it. They just take a quick glug of that, and then they're done. Side taunt, they take out the mystery potion, and they look at it like, huh, well, look at that thing, whoa, you know, whoa. They just look at the mystery potion, and they're like, whoa. Down taunt, they pop out a clown, and then you're like, whoa, yeah. And they're like, whoa, a clown, and the clown's like, what? That's the noise they make. So in the game, when you beat a level, a door warps out of nowhere that says exit over it, and you walk through it, and then the door closes. Now, you can ignore the door and go around the level and get, like, more items in the level. The door just appears, like, after you've saved all the neighbors. So, yeah, their entrance, I thought the entrance could be a door warping out of nowhere, and then they walk out of the door. Because there's not really, much of an entrance in the game. Once the level starts, you're already, like, in there, so, yeah. I also, so yeah, that's the moveset. I also had an idea for a victory animation. The victory animation would be like, the door warps out of nowhere, and then they walk in the door, and then the door warps away, like it does in the game. And it'll do the little tune it does, whenever you finish the level. It's like da 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 da. Ryan said he didn't like it because they wouldn't stay on the screen and do their little pose, and I was like, you know what? I frankly don't really care. And, I couldn't really think of any other victory animations for them, but yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing. I looked it up on I looked up other movesets. They didn't really go as much into detail as this one did. They just kind of went over the specials and that was it. And I was like, alright, that's kind of lame. Because not a whole lot of characters want to see Zeke and Julie in Smash Brothers. I don't think a whole lot of characters know their names, or what the game is, or heard of the game before. So, yeah, I'm not sure any of you have been into both Smash Bros. And to Zombies Ate My Neighbors. So yeah, where's the recording? Did I just sit here and, like, did it close? Oh, never mind. That's weird. That's so weird. Why did it not show me this part? That's so weird. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, sorry for taking up 20 minutes talking about this. Didn't mean to talk about it for so long. Yeah, see ya.